Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Tar Heels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean,
turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Gives it on the option. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
and sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The Tigers are marching down the field. Give to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So North Carolina's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down
play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try to pop the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all...
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing.
Touchdown, Clemson! A great catch and run for 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
Gets rid of it. Right on the money. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Throws to the wideout. Time to find the end zone. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, Love the little play-action fake. You get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the Tgfl.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hands it off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little time. Finds a little space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Got room to work. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab and there's room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. That's caught. It's Bond. And the defense drags him down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
And that's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. He's got it up to 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Hand off to the lone back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels.
Breaks into the open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
A strike downfield. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Got a little space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection on third down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
A long way to go for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Oh, they're after him! Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, what a move! And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. There's the pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's spot. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy.
Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma State escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Pokes fans could have done without this one being so close. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jeffrey. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Clemson. And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Grabs it in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Back to pass, it's Jeffrey. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. On target. It's a fumble on the play. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. They're going to run it. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, fourth and goal. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. It'll be a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clemson is quick to the line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. To the air on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Under fire. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes zero. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they didn't.